Yo, what is up you guys? Welcome to another video on my channel, The Science King. Today I'll be talking about pathogens and diseases. So let's get right into the video. So what is a pathogen? In biology, a pathogen or a germ is the oldest and broadest sense in anything that can produce disease. The term came into use in the 1880s. Typically, the term is used to describe an infectious agent such as a virus, bacteria, protozoa, prion, a fungus, or other microorganisms. Type of pathogen. So types of pathogens are virus, bacteria, fungi, and protists. Examples in animals, animals and humans, that includes humans by the way. HIV leading to AIDS, Salmonella, athlete's foot, malaria. Examples in plants: tobacco, mosaic virus, agrobacterium, rose black spots, downy mildew. What do? All types of pathogens have a small life cycle. They infect the host, reproduce themselves, or replicate if it is a virus, spread from their host and infect other organisms. They all have structural adaptations that make them successful at completing their life cycles, which enable them to cause further disease. Diseases caused by pathogens are called communicable disease. This means they can be transferred from one person to another. All organisms are affected by pathogens. Even bacteria are infected by certain types of virus. Some of these infections can be transferred to organisms of a different species. Viruses. Viruses are not alive, but they do not complete all of the 7 processes of life: movement, respiration, sensitivity, nutrition, exertion, reproduction, and growth. We say strains of virus are not species. They are made of relatively short length of genetic material, DNA, which is surrounded by a protein coat. The life cycle for virus is the same as other pathogens. They can often survive outside a host for long periods of time. When they have infected a suitable host cell or cells, they replicate themselves within the cell thousands of times. They do not divide and reproduce, but replicate their DNA and protein codes. These are then assembled into new virus particles. The host cell or cells then burst, and other nearby cells can be infected with the virus. This process can be as quick as 12 hours in the case of the norovirus, or several days for Ebola. Viral infections cannot be treated by antibiotics. Tobacco mosaic virus. The tobacco mosaic virus infects tobacco and lots of other closely related species, such as tomatoes and peppers. It is transmitted by contact between plants, either naturally or through the hands of farmers. It infects the chloroplasts of plant leaves and changes their color from green to yellow or white in the mosaic pattern. It can also make leaves crinkle or curl up. This reduces the plant's ability to do photosynthesis and grow properly, which reduces the crop yield for farmers. There is no cure, therefore farmers must try to reduce the infection to their crops or attempt to reduce the spread of the virus. HIV and AIDS. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus, and this infection is transmitted by body fluids, often during unprotected sex, but also through cuts and injecting drugs using shared needles. Immediately after infection, people often suffer mild flu-like symptoms. These pass, and for a period of time infected people might not know they are infected. AIDS stands for Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. Months or years after the infection of the HIV virus, it becomes active and starts to attack the patient's immune system. HIV at this point has become AIDS. There is no cure for HIV/AIDS, although many scientists are trying to find one. Currently, infected people are given antiviral drugs which can slow the development of AIDS. Measles. Measles is a very infectious viral disease that is often caught by young children. It is transmitted through the air in tiny droplets after an infected person sneezes. It causes a fever and skin rash. Many children in developed countries are given vaccines against measles, but sadly this is not the case throughout the world. Infection can cause more serious effects like infertility in adults who did not catch the disease as children. Immune system. The body's immune system fights pathogens and have gotten through the physical and chemical barriers. It is made up of two kinds of white blood cells, lymphocytes and phagocytes. Lymphocytes release antibodies that stick to the antigens on the surface of pathogens and neutralize them. They leave memory lymphocytes in the body so that if you are infected again, the response will be much quicker. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more of the Science King, and till then, till the next video, peace out.